Good evening and welcome everyone to tonight's Connersville Lady Spartan basketball. Tonight the Lady Spartans take on the Lady Raiders of Shenandoah. This is the Spartan Sportsnet pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. I caught up with Spartan coach Michelle Harder before the ball game. Here with Coach Harder. Coach Harder, last night, tough loss against Mount Vernon.
Yeah, you know, Mount Vernon's a good team. They're physical. I was very pleased with how our girls came out defensively. I thought we battled and we were physical on the inside with them. We just did on the offensive end didn't have shots that fell for us. We had good looks. We got the opportunity at the line, but just didn't capitalize.
Tonight against Shenandoah, not as strong as they have been in the years past, 1-1. What do you expect from them tonight?
Well, you know, watching them on film a little bit, they've played a 1-3-1, so a little bit of a zone. They played some man-to-man, so similar type of look as what we've seen with last night with Mount Vernon, the 1-2-2. Not trapping as aggressively as what Mount Vernon did, but key will be getting good ball movement around the perimeter, looking to kick in, kick back out, and getting ourselves to the line and taking advantage of some, whatever the defense gives us and some open shots.
4 games into the season, I guess that's probably close to about a fourth way in, maybe close to it. How are the girls looking so far?
Well, I see improvement each and every night. They're coming out, they're playing stronger with the basketball. Like I said, we're looking to attack pressure. We're not backing down from that. We're getting the opportunities at the line. It's just not capitalizing there. And then defensively, I've just continued to see improvement in our man-to-man defense, the way that they're communicating. We're being more physical. We're blocking out, not allowing as many opportunities for second or third chances.
Any injuries to report?
Nope, no injuries to report. I mean, we have one girl that's out sick tonight, but other than that, we're good.
Who's in the lineup tonight, Coach?
We're going to go with Addie Jones, Sarah Rubel, J.C. Wilhelm, Haley Simbach, and Abby Schwartz.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
I'm Ron Wiley alongside Camden Schonfeld. Camden, lineups for tonight's ball game.
Yeah, we'll start with Shenandoah. They're going to start number 11, Elaney Sherritts, number 12, Kimberly Farmer, number 22, Kaylee Murtispa, number 30, Gabby Patrick, and number 44, Haley Hughes. And for the Connersville Spartans, number 2, Sarah Rubel, number 13, Addie Jones, number 24, Haley Simbach, number 33, J.C. Wilhelm, and number 35, Abby Schwartz.
Talking about, we talked before the game about the seniors for the Spartans. Sarah Rubel, of course, started all 4 years of her career here at CHS. Going to be sad seeing her walking off this floor this year.
Yeah, it will be. But, you look down further in the lineup or in the roster, and you got 2 freshmen.
Yeah.
Anaya Bennett and Addie Jones, and both 7.5 points per game for Anaya Bennett and 7 points a game for Addie Jones. And they're basically running the floor when they're in the game.
You talk, and we've talked years past, this is Coach Harder's 4th year here at CHS, and, she's developing her program, and these freshmen we're starting to see some fruits of her hard labor get produced in these freshmen.
Yeah, we definitely are, and you talk about the freshmen, but you got to look at the sophomore too, number 33, J.C. Wilhelm. She's starting tonight as well. A sharp shooter. Definitely one that you definitely have to have a defender up on, around the three-point line, because if not, she'll light it up from out there.
Yeah, Lady Spartans, of course, 1-3 last night. Very physical ball game against Mount Vernon. Pre-game interview, Coach Harder talked about, just couldn't get some shots to fall. It seemed like that was sort of the Achilles heel last year. Really couldn't get these shots to fall. You got to think if the girls can get these shots to fall, they'd be a very dangerous team to deal with.
Yeah, and you talk about shots falling. You look back at the New Palestine game.
Yeah.
That was, I think, right around a 20-point loss, but there was, many shots throughout the night that could have fell and could have went the Spartans' way, but ultimately didn't.
Yeah, and you think about that. You think some of the open shots that they did have, especially during that ball game, and how the momentum can shift and change the dynamic of a ball game if 1, 2, 3, 4 of those shots fall. The Spartans are just this close, I feel, to really maybe turning this season around. Again, we're 4 games into it. Spartans 1-3. Shenandoah, on the other hand, 1-1. Not as strong as they were when we came into this house a couple of years ago, but still, this is still a very dangerous team.
Yeah, we look back at Shenandoah's last game, and that was a win versus Knightstown, and that was actually a 1-point game. So, you talk about them not being as strong as years past. As you look around, you see a lot of girls basketball banners, state champions and state finalists. And I think that shows a lot. But like you said, this year off to a little bit of a rocky start.
Yeah, again, only two games have played where this is the Spartans' fourth game of the season so far. Again, a game last night against Mount Vernon. You talk about the lineup for the Spartans. Again, you talk about the freshmen. Again, we talked about Sarah Rubel, Abigail Schwartz. She has been a stalwart for the Spartans for her 4 years here as well.
Yeah, just a big defender and, rebounder down low. All 4 years has been a big key role. But, another big you want to talk about down low is Haley Simbach, as she has 9 rebounds per game right now and 9.5 points per game.
Seeing her develop, seeing her grow. She is, Coach Harder. She's been, Coach Harder's been her only coach, and just seeing her grow has been just a pleasure to watch Haley grow.
Yeah, last year she stepped into a big role, as a sophomore. That's not, sometimes sophomores aren't ready for that. Underclassmen aren't ready for that big step up, that big role in the team. And, she handled it great last year, and so far off to this year, she's handling it great.
Well, you're mentioning that the underclassmen, Jace Wilhelm, of course, sophomore, and then the freshman, Addie Jones getting the start tonight. And, you got to like it when you get a freshman to start.
Oh, yeah, I think that shows a lot of promise to the coming years, especially since we have 2 freshmen playing such big roles. And we talked about the sophomore, and we got a couple of juniors. So next year, I think Coach Harder and the Spartans are expecting big things. Yeah,
and again, it's about Coach Harder. It's the patience of her developing her program. People may look and think, geez, she's 14-55 right now as a Spartan head coach. Not off to the greatest of starts, but considering where she started and what she started with, 14-55 is very good. She came into coaching the Spartans, a very successful coach wherever she's gone. And so, rebuilding is sometimes coaches love doing that. They love rebuilding the program. They love teaching. And what I love about Coach Harder, and I'm sure you will agree with this, Camden, is the fact that, she really, you could tell how much she loves to coach, and she loves to really, she's always the first one to clap, pat these girls. I give them a 5 when they walk off this floor, and she's encouraging. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah, and I think that shows a lot as a coach. As a player, you definitely want that coach relationship to be a good one. You don't want to dread your coach, and I think Coach Harder has built that relationship with all of her players. And it shows a lot. Like you said, 14-15, not the best, but with what she was brought into, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely pretty solid. JV ball game. Very entertaining ball game there towards the end. Connersville Spartan built a huge lead and was able to hold on 39-31 in that JV ball game. But what impressed me was the fact that they were able to hold on, as Shenandoah seemed to be at the very end of that ball game, put a lot of pressure on this Lady Spartans JV team, but they were able to hold on and secure the win for the JV.
Yeah, that's something that points out to me is the intensity that the defense brought at the end of that JV game. I think that'll carry over to this varsity game. Very high-intensity defense, putting a lot of pressure on the Spartans. You might even see a press early in the game or even later in the game. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring out to start.
Yeah, you talk about that, and the one thing that's very impressive about a Coach Harder team is that these girls play no matter what the score is, no matter what the time of the ball game is. Effort is maximum, 100% every time.
Oh, yeah, and that shows a lot. When you watch this team, that's one thing you notice is the hustle. The hustle's 100% there. Absolutely.
Again, Connersville Spartans 1-3 on this season. Tough loss last night against North Vernon, taking on the 1-1 Shenandoah Raiders here in Shenandoah. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll come back with the start of this ball game. This is the Spartan Sportsnet pregame show here on TV3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a loan, a line of credit, or just a safe place for your money? Look no further. Union Savings and Loan has you covered with great loan and deposit rates, local loan approvals when you need financing, and the friendliest service in town. Even when you're on the go, you can transfer money or make payments with ease with USLA's mobile banking app. For 130 years, we have taken pride in being your hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan. People you know, neighbors you trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here in Shenandoah as we wrap up the pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. Not sure if they do the national anthem first or if they do the lineup, so we'll find out here in a moment or two as we get ready to start this ball game here in Shenandoah. It looks like we're going to be starting the national anthem first. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Start the lineups here. Again, Camden might want to let us know the lineups again for tonight's ball game for the Lady Spartans.
Yeah, we'll start with the away visiting team, Connersville Spartans. Number 2, Sarah Rubel will start at the guard position. Number 13, Addie Jones will be joining her at the guard position. Number 24, Haley Simbach. Number 33, J.C. Wilhelm. And number 35, Abby Schwartz.
Again, you talked about the freshman, Addie Jones, getting a start here tonight. You know, that's very, very impressive getting a start as a freshman.
Yeah, and I think another thing that shows is we talked about her and Anaya Bennett both, and Anaya Bennett's like the sixth man to this team, coming off the bench and very, very productive no matter, whether it's on defense or offense.
As the lights go out here in Shenandoah, as the Lady Raiders about ready to be introduced again. Yeah, you never want to, this is a steep tradition. This program is steep in tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the banners around, and so many girls basketball banners. But we'll revisit the Shenandoah starting lineup. And number 11, Elena Schuritz. Number 12, Kimberly Farmer. Number 22, Kayla Mutterspaugh. Number 30, Gabby Patrick. And number 44, Haley Hughes. You look at this lineup, and so far, the leader tonight for the Raiders is number 22, Mutterspaugh. She averages 7 points a game and right around 6 rebounds and 3 steals, which, 2 to 3 games into the years, that's a solid start.
Yeah, she's somebody that definitely, with as many rebounds as she gets, she's definitely somebody that gets around the glass. So we definitely need to watch Mutterspaugh at all times as the Coach Harder is giving the last second instructions to the Lady Spartans as they get ready to come on out here.
Yeah, this is a very important game for the Spartans, after a tough loss last night we talked about at Mount Vernon. The girls played well, just ultimately couldn't get, come home with a W.
Looking to turn it around tonight, the Lady Spartans, to get the victory, to get their second victory this season. That's what the hope is for the Lady Spartans, as the guy in stripes is getting ready to tip the ball up, and Simbach is going up against number 44, which is Haley Hughes, and it's won by the Spartans. It's brought up by number 33 for the Lady Spartans. That's J.C. Wilhelm, and it's out to number 30. It's Rubel takes her first shot inside the three-point line, and rebound brought down by, and it's the first foul on Rubel.
Yeah, the Spartans definitely very quick on offense there. The ball was almost won by Shenandoah, and I believe that was 2, Sarah Rubel grabbed the ball. And J.C. Wilhelm brought it down and just ultimately couldn't get the ball to fall.
Yeah, nice hustle from the Spartans there. Sarah Rubel with her first rebound. Shenandoah on the attack. Number 35, which is Schwartz all over Haley Hughes, and that's Spartan basketball right there. Nice defense there from the Spartans as the Spartans going to trigger it in.
Yeah, that was great defense there by Abby Schwartz, just trapping the man outside. Ultimately couldn't, find anybody open, and that led to a turnover for the Raiders.
Freshman Jones with the basketball over to number 33 with the shot, and she gets it on the backside of the rim. Of course, was J.C. Wilhelm. She's a 5'7" sophomore for the Spartans. Number 11 goes in, and she's met by a trio of Spartans, and Wilhelm comes out with the basketball for the Spartans. And she dribbles over to the right side corner. She's met by a couple of, and it's going to be over the back for the Raiders. Nice defense for the Raiders right there, Camden.
Yeah, very good defense there for the Raiders. J.C. Wilhelm, though, has impressed me so far in this game. Brought the ball down 2 or 3 times and not scared to drive at somebody or drive down low.
Not at all. She's definitely not afraid to drive, and give her a little bit of a lane, and she's going to take it. Number 12 for Shenandoah has the basketball. That's Kim Farmer. Rubel all over Farmer. Farmer over number 22. That's Kayla Motorspall. She's the one that you need to watch. And West, nice defense there from the freshman Abby Addison. She is bringing it back out through a nice way to slow it down a little bit. Send back with the basketball, and she draws the foul. Or that's Schwartz with the ball.
Yeah, that was a great play by Schwartz. They're playing a very tight 2-3 zone, and it shows that if you just get the ball up in a zone like that, you're more than likely to get fouled.
Yeah, got to be aggressive in that case, and Schwartz was, and she's at the line for 2, and she misses her first one. Still knotted up at 0. Spartans the only ones that really have a shot. 6:14 to go, and Schwartz puts the first points on the board for the Spartans. 1-0 now.
Yeah, that's something Coach Harder talked about in the interview, is getting the free throws to fall. Free throws are very important, and they can help you out a lot. Last night, they would have been a huge help to the Spartans if more would have fell.
Yeah, spares win you games in bowling, and boy, that was almost a travel there, but it was not called, and it's out on number 24 for the Spartans. And that was Haley Sembach who got it back. But free throws win you games in basketball, and that's a steal there from Sembach. Or Wilhelm.
Yeah, Wilhelm.
You can't see from way back here.
She's been very impressive so far this
has.
game. A couple great defensive plays. Brought the ball down a few times, and all around just looked great.
Yeah, well, she has. I tell you what, she is all over the place. Wilhelm's going to bring it in. She over there to Jones, over to Rubel. That's a nice shot there. That was beautiful there for Addison Jones. 3-point play, and it's 4-0 now, the Spartans.
Yeah, that was a great play. That's something they're going to have to do. Yep, a walk there. But going back to that offensive possession for the Spartans, that's something they're going to have to do with such a tight 2-3 zone. You're not going to be able to get the ball down low very far. So the outside shooting will definitely come into play here.
Well, it opens it up. Start hitting from outside, going to open up those lanes as Rubel drives and brings it back out to Jones. Over to, I thought that was going in right there. It looked from up here like it was, but Wilhelm brings it in and out. And Addison, that's a blocking foul on Jones, but boy, she got over there quickly was hoping she would draw the foul, but she commits the foul and puts number 12 to the line.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to play. You definitely want to cause a charge, but it doesn't always fall your way. But something I noticed there when Shenandoah was on defense after they scored, or after the foul, that they brought a press. And I talked about it earlier in the pregame that they would more than likely bring a press with the pressure that they had in the JV game.
Yeah, you called it, and Farmer misses her first from the line, puts up her second one, and she scores, and she has the first point for Shenandoah now. Connorsville up 4-1 and throws it away. And
yeah, that's back to that aggressive press that Shenandoah's bringing.
And that's a shot by Sherritts, and they put the pressure back on as you had called it, and Spartans will try to solve it as Schwartz stops from almost at the top of the key, and she misses it. And now Shenandoah is on the attack, and they have an opportunity to take a 1-point lead here as number 30 drives, and Schwartz says, get that out of here.
Yeah, that was a great block there by Schwartz.
Yes, it was. And that's going to be on Rubel again. They're calling another foul. No, they're calling an offensive foul right there. I thought they were calling that on Rubel.
Yeah, just got to go back to that Shenandoah defense.
Yeah.
They caused a turnover, but if the Spartans can pick up the ball and get the ball in the middle on a press like that, they're going to be all right.
Absolutely. Rubel throws it, and it's brought back by Schwartz, and she is nailed. And it's going to be Connersville basketball underneath the hoop, and it's going to be brought in by Wilhelm. Yeah, she was hit pretty good right there.
Yeah, that's Motherspaugh's first foul of the night. If Spartans can get her in foul trouble, that'll be huge in this game.
Yeah, she leads them in rebounds, and again, you talk about that swarm defense, Camden.
Yeah, it's almost like they're pressuring one person with, it's a two-man press almost all the way down the court. And, so far it's paid off for the most part.
Well, I'm inside of Jones. Jones to Rubel about 20 foot, and she off the back of the rim, and that's going to be I thought it was Spartan basketball, but it went out on number 24, Sembach.
Yeah, Spartans just got to slow down a little bit on offense. They're almost trying to get inside too much. Early in this game, you can take shots like that from outside or beyond the arc and be okay.
4-3, Shenandoah looking to take the lead right here for the first time in this ball game. Again, Connersville has not really gotten inside at all. A lot of these shots have come from around the top of the key. And that's hard off the glass, and that's brought down there by Sarah Rubel. She throws it up to Schwartz, who is wide open, and she kisses off the glass for two right there. Nice read there from Sarah Rubel, and there's a timeout called from Shenandoah. 3:28 to go here at Shenandoah. Connersville is up 6-3. We're going to take a 30-second timeout here on the TV3 Spartan Sportsnet Game of the Week.
Whitewater Eye Center Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Your vision is our focus. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center Connersville is located at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
Back here at Shenandoah, Connersville doubles the lead on Shenandoah 6-3. Nice read there from Rubel to see Schwartz open there to get that kiss off that glass.
Yeah, it's almost like a wide receiver just running a deep route to a quarterback. With this high pressure, our defense, that Shenandoah is bringing, they have to get plays like that. Fast breaks are going to be what wins this ball game for Spartans.
Court vision, got to be able to see what's going on as number 10 is in for the Spartans. That's Anaya Bennett, who is the freshman that we talked about. The other freshman, sixth man, she's in. And Addie Jones still in, and that was a nice play there from Shenandoah, number 44, Haley Hughes. It's an easy bucket, and Sarah Rubel is, did they call Rubel on that?
Yeah, they're calling a foul on number 3 for Shenandoah.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, it looked like
Liliana Lynch,
yeah.
number 3 for Shenandoah, called with the foul.
Yeah, well, they looked like they pointed at Sarah there from here, but I was going to say I thought she pushed Rubel, and inside to Schwartz, and Schwartz gets another bucket.
Yeah, that's her 4th of the night. Very strong start. We talked about her being the big man down low, and it's definitely showed so far tonight.
Yeah, she's really dominated when she's got the opportunity inside for us, and Connersville now leads 8-5 here in this first quarter. 22 drives, looked like it went off her leg and misses it, and Now it's back to Shenandoah. They still have the ball. Pressure defense there from number 10. Boy, Bennett went hard for that one, and she's called for the foul.
Yeah, that's something Shenandoah is doing very, very well so far in this early beginning of this game, is finding someone open down on the block.
Yeah.
You know, there's a hole somewhere in the Spartans defense, and they are finding it. You know, it seems like every time they got the ball.
Yeah, they're definitely at the line a lot more than Connorsville, but they're not making their shots. As that's Hughes at the line. I believe she was at the line the last time and missed 1 of 2, and she's trying to duplicate that this time.
Yeah, free throws for both teams tonight are going to be huge. You know, we expect this to be a very, close ball game. These two teams on paper match up very, very well together. So free throws are going to have to be made to keep this game close.
They're giving her a third one. I'm not sure what they call a third one, but that's way off the mark. And Shenandoah comes. That's going to be off. No. Okay.
They're going to call that Shenandoah's ball.
Yeah. I thought it went off Shenandoah's leg, but nonetheless, it's not what we see. It's what they see. And Shenandoah has another opportunity to tie or go up 1 on this one. Yeah, I'm not sure why they gave her 3 on that. Do you know why?
I'm going to assume someone probably jumped a little early on the first one, but I never seen a call for it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, so unless they lost track. Shenandoah on the attack, number 3, out to number 22 for Shenandoah. That's Kayla Mutterspaw, and she goes up a wild shot, and
it draws the foul.
Yeah, Lucas is going to be called for that. McKenna Lucas is a 5'8" junior. She's going to be called a foul.
Yeah, that was a great job by Mutterspaw, just getting the ball up, making the shooting motion, and ultimately drawing the foul and putting her at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're not making their free throw shots at all.
No, this would probably be a 10-8 ball game if they had made all their free throws so far, which is going to come back to, either hurt them, might even hurt them later.
Yeah, well, it's hurting them now.
Yeah.
And misses 2 right there. Connorsville comes down with the rebound. Bennett brings it up for the girls in red. She's looking over the offense, over to Sarah Rubel on the right side. She drives over the right side, finds Jones, and Addie hits it off the back of the rebound, and there's a strong rebound there from Hughes, and they're calling, I would imagine they're going to call Lucas on that.
Yeah, that's her second foul so far tonight.
They don't even have her up there on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas.
Yeah, that is her second foul of the night so far.
Yeah, we got Trot over there keeping score. I like that. Shenandoah on the attack again. Again, 8-6 ball game. They've had plenty of opportunity to take the lead. They have not done it so far. And high to get the rebound for the Lady Spartans is Swartz, and that's going to be a held ball, and that's going to be Shenandoah basketball.
Yeah, something I've noticed so far tonight is the Spartans have not done well getting defensive rebounds. Shenandoah has a lot of offensive rebounds. That's something that's got to change, and Spartans got to block out if they want to keep in this game.
Well, given a team 3-4 opportunities to score is going to hurt them as much as Shenandoah is being hurt by the missed free throws.
Right.
And a nice steal from Bennett, and Rubel comes away with it. Rubel finds Swartz, and Swartz goes up, and she misses it as she got underneath the basket. Got discombobulated there a little bit, and Shenandoah comes back down, and they slow it down just a little bit, and that's going to be Shenandoah basketball again. That weird straight turn of events right there.
Yeah, definitely a strange turn of events. Swartz got just a little too far into the basket and didn't get her feet set, had her feet in a weird spot, and ultimately, just couldn't make the basket fall. And that's something that, when the Spartans are running this, throw the ball deep and break the defense up, they got to get landed and feet set and make those type of shots.
Under a minute to go, Connorsville basketball looking to extend their lead for 2. They need to extend their lead as Bennett has the basketball. She's trying to beat that press. She may be going all the way. No, she dishes it off to Swartz, who a little too hard. And right there, perfectly to put it back up is number 24, which is Simbach. And Simbach puts the Spartans up by 4.
Yeah, Haley Simbach with a great read there off the backboard. Just knowing where the ball is going to fall. Great basketball IQ play.
Yeah, definitely right there is. You got to know where they're going to be at all times, and Simbach did right there. They're going to call it a jump ball. That's going to be Connorsville basketball. Under 30 seconds to go, Connersville looks to extend the lead.
Yeah,
right here.
Another great defensive play by J.C. Wilhelm. Just getting a hold of the ball without getting a foul called, and, without slapping or anything, just going for the ball, and ultimately, it paid off in the Spartan basketball.
This defense for the Spartans has been very good as the press, and I tell you what, here's Schwartz again going inside, and she gets it off the glass again. Connersville up 12-6 now. Shenandoah looking to take the last second shot as we're got up under 10 seconds now.
Yeah, that's Schwartz's 8th point of the night so far. That's huge for her.
Yes, it is. Boy, she's got 8 of the 12, and most of them been inside, and that's going to be out on Connersville with 0.3 seconds to go. Shenandoah looking to score here with 0.3 seconds to go to stop the bleeding. And that's not going to happen. Yep. Connersville with a very impressive first quarter. Nice defense. They are up 12-6 against Shenandoah. Will come back in 1 minute.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals in tires. Don's has all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connersville. The phone number is 825-7730. You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connersville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
Back here at Shenandoah, Connersville, very impressive first quarter there.
Camden. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the way the Spartans were able to beat that very high-intensity defense coming from the Raiders. Just throwing the ball down and getting your feet set and making the layup, that's huge. And if the Raiders decided to keep that press up, that'll come into play, as if they can't get somebody back enough to guard, a Schwartz or a Simback, they're going to be in trouble.
That's a nice help ball there from Bennett. She stays in here to start this second quarter, and Connersville gets the ball.
Yeah, we talked about it in pregame, how she's good in all assets of the game, and we talked about her offense a lot, but her defense is very, very solid, and she just proved it right there.
Yes, she did, as Connersville looks to extend the lead here. Again, very impressed so far with the way the Spartans have handled their pressure defense. That's something we were concerned about, as Bennett goes inside underneath the basket. Out to Simba. Oh, missed it off the back of the rim there. That was Wilhelm.
Yeah, Wilhelm, off to a little bit of a slow start shooting the ball, but you think it'll eventually fall into play here.
Yeah, she's one of those players that she'll shoot her way into the ball game, no question about that. That's a nice move there for number 12. But good defense there from Rubel to come up to stop her momentum, to get some help from the Spartan defenders. Again, that's going to be a foul. Again, over guard in there for Bennett, but you got to like her aggressiveness.
Oh, yeah, you do. The hustle, the jump ball earlier, the ball was on the ground and easily could have just been passed up, and she could have just played it. But she went down and dove for the ball and ultimately, wrestled that player for the ball, and it paid off.
That's her second foul as Rubel comes out. Jones checks in. Rubel is, just one of those players that she's definitely going to be missed. As will Schwartz. Again, swarmy defense from the Spartans.
Yeah, both teams are playing swarmy defense.
Yeah, Spartans a little bit better tonight than Shenandoah, as Jones gets in there and forces a bad shot, and Wilhelm comes up with the rebound, and thought she was going all the way, but she dishes it out to overboard a little bit, but Bennett with the basketball over to her fellow freshman Jones, and she gets the three right there. Addison Jones with her sixth point of the night tonight.
Yeah.
Her second three.
That was huge. A great drive by, I believe that was Wilhelm down on the baseline and ultimately finding Addie Jones.
I thought Bennett had it. Yeah, Bennett steals it right there. She's going to go all the way against, and she got it, and
they're going to call that an offensive foul, a charge on Bennett. Which that's Bennett's third foul so far tonight. She thinks somebody's going to come in to replace her.
Yeah, they're going to get her out here right now as Bennett's coming out and almost took out the guy in stripes right there on that. But, again, you got to like the way that Bennett plays. Again, her enthusiasm.
Yeah, it definitely shows on the court. 3 fouls early in this game, not something you want to see from Bennett, but you can't complain about the hustle she's playing with right now.
No, not at all. And you won't see her this half anymore as Harder's complaining about overplaying there from Shenandoah that didn't get called. And Schwartz comes down with the rebound. Jones to her right side, gets it over to Rubel, inside to Schwartz, and she's met by a C. No, that was Schwartz. Jones looked for a third three and misses that one.
Yeah, definitely not a bad shot there by the Spartans. That was really the only thing they could find to open. And, with her already hitting 2 threes tonight, that is not a bad look at all.
Not at all. And they had Lady Spartan underneath right there. And Hughes gets the rebound without moving, and she almost gets another one right there. And that's a held ball as Sembach and Hughes battle for it. It's going to go to Shenandoah.
Yeah, something I noticed on that last possession the Spartans had the ball was Shenandoah moved into a different defense. It was almost a man defense. They moved from a 2-3 very tight zone in the middle and opened it up and went to a man, and they were down. The Spartans were able to get the ball down in the middle more, but it ultimately didn't help.
Connersville is on a 7-0 run. Nice steal there from number 5, which is Taylor Watkins. She's in the ball game for the first time tonight. Shenandoah has not scored in a long time, Camden.
Yeah, it has definitely been a minute. The Spartans defense has definitely picked up, and it is shown in the score.
Watkins, she's wide open, might as well take a 3, and Rubel's right there to get it. Watkins, a freshman. And Hughes comes down with the rebound, and that's a held ball there. Rubel gets one hand on it, and it's Connersville basketball. How that's a held ball, but it was, and we'll take it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of jump balls so far in this game, but I think it shows the 2 intensity defenses that both teams are bringing. It's leading to that.
Rubel shoots a 3, and she gets it for the Spartans. They're up 18-6 now.
Yeah, a phenomenal start for the Spartans. Offensively, it started off a little slow, and then they started hitting shots. And, that's the 3rd or 4th 3 that's fallen for them tonight.
Now, Connersville on a 10-0 run right now. They were stalled there 8-6 for the longest time, as that's going to go out on the Spartans. And, Shenandoah had those opportunities there in that first quarter to take the lead, and they did not. And Connersville has made them pay.
Yeah, between free throws and second chance opportunities with offensive rebounds, Shenandoah had to capitalize on that, and they didn't, and, it's showing in the scoreboard right now.
Oh, you're absolutely correct about those missed free throws. And, again, it's not like they haven't had the opportunities with the second and third shots right there. Nice still there for Watkins. She's going to go all the way. She's got somebody behind her, and that was a nice hustle there from number 4, Aurora McKnight. She's a 5'4" sophomore. I tell you what, that was a freshman mistake from Watkins, and, she's not going to make that again.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Almost got a little too slow with it, and just cruising, and you can't have that.
Well, she won't make that a mistake again. She'll correct it. She's a very good ball player. These freshmen, and I thought they were going to call a walk there for a second, but
I think they're calling a foul on number 5.
Yeah,
Carly Chandler.
You talk about Watkins, you talk about Bennett, you talk about Jones, you talk about Bennett being the 5th. No, I'm sorry, Watkins is a junior. I looked at the F, that's her forward. She's a junior.
Yeah, that just shows how much depth that
we have a depth, yeah.
Connersville team has. And, it shows in games like this.
And that's you like to see that, where you have that kind of depth, but you definitely, as a coach, appreciate that as the Spartans are slowing things down now. The pressure's not so much on them from Shenandoah. Might as well take it. eat some clock from the Spartans as they're up 12.
Yeah, eating clock here coming towards the end of the first half is not a bad idea at all.
Oh, nice inside there from, Rubel went inside and she went up against Hughes and she got blocked as, again, nice defense there, and Watkins comes down with it. Nice rebound there from Watkins. Yeah, I saw the forward position, thought that said freshman there for a second. I thought I thought that was going in from where we were at.
Yeah, we talked about it, it just seems like a few minutes ago about Wilhelm hasn't had the best start shooting the ball, but like you said, she'll shoot her way into this basketball.
Yeah, you're going to have games like that. You're going to have games where you're not really shooting that well, but there's more to the game than shooting, and her defense has been phenomenal tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, phenomenal. I mean, look how fast she got over there right there and tipped that into Rubel's hands. So, she may have missed a couple of shots, but her defense is phenomenal. Sarah Rubel is bringing it up, and she has stopped, and, she brings that on over, and Watkins has the basketball over to Rubel, over to Jones. Jones looking it over again. Connersville still up 12, under 2:30 to go coming up. That's inside, and that's a foul. Got to be close to, Connersville. No, they only get, that's their 6th foul. I thought Connersville should be going to the line.
Yeah, not quite. Oh, nope, that is their 6th foul.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 7.
Oh. Yeah, either way, Shenandoah has not stopped that pressure defense. I think it was just one possession that they brought the man out. Now they're going to a trap where whoever has the ball, you got 2 defenders on them immediately, and you just try and trap them, and you get the ball ultimately, of course.
Wilhelm takes a breather, and Michaela Strong comes in. As that's a nice shot there from the freshman. Boy, she is just having a great game tonight.
Yeah.
That's her 8th point, and nice defense there from Sarah Rubel. She's going down, and she's going to get the foul called on her, but nice defense.
That's a tough call to make. It looks like the player's going for the ball, but ultimately, basically jumped over top of the other player. Not a lot you can do in that situation. That's just hard hustle basketball. You just take what you can get, I guess.
Shenandoah has not been very good at the free throw line tonight, and first one they've made in a long time. First point they've scored this quarter.
Yeah, we're right around 6 minutes into this quarter, and they've only scored 1 point so far. This is their first point, of course, and I think that just shows how much the Spartans' defense has really progressed into this quarter.
And, I don't remember who. I know Farmer that's her 3rd point, all from the line. And I don't remember if she was the one who scored their last point, but Farmer has 3 now. Connersville up 20-8. Watkins with the basketball. She's met by a swarm of Raiders, and again, their defense is just all over the Spartans, and nice. Just a little too hard there from Swartz. I say Swartz handled it very well, and Shenandoah's going to the line there. Not sure who they're going to call on that. They have a couple of Spartans that they can call on that, but.
Yeah, that'll be on Abby Swartz. That's her first foul of the night. It's the Spartans' 9th.
Yeah,
we're almost at the end of the first half. That is not what you wanted to see.
Yeah, the Spartans, Swartz is, that's how many, she's got 1. She's got 7 points tonight in her first foul. And again, missed free throw there from the Lady Raiders. Aurora McKnight is at the line for Shenandoah. Shenandoah, again, you talk about the missed free throws, Camden. You put those together. This is a closer ball game. She misses 2 of them. Addie Jones comes down with the basketball, and she is missing, and that's going to be Connersville basketball. No, it's Shenandoah's basketball.
Yeah, another just tough hustle play. Both teams have shown the hustle, started this game. We're only in about the end of the first half, and the score shows, like we talked about earlier, the missed free throws, the missed second chance, and even third chance opportunity. That's something Shenandoah has to capitalize on.
I'm impressed with the way that the defense has been for Shenandoah. That shot is off to the side, and Connersville comes down with the rebound. Number 24, Haley Sinbach, and Rubel comes up with the basketball. She's looking over the offense, and again with this pressure defense from Shenandoah, Connersville having 20 points is very nice. And Jones off to the left side, and Shenandoah comes down with the rebound, and she's met by a trio of Spartans. The Spartans are pressing a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good trap there in the corner by the Spartans. Just brought the intensity. You haven't seen a press, and I don't think that was necessarily a press meant to be for the Spartans. But if you get somebody trapped in the corner like that, you have to double team them.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant to be a press either, but it just happened to fall into place right there. And Connersville forced the ball out of bounds, and I think they're calling Schwartz on that one, or they may be calling Wilhelm on that.
Yeah, that'd be Wilhelm's
Wilhelm.
first.
Yeah.
That's the 10th foul for the Spartans so far.
It's surprisingly how aggressive Shenandoah has played defensively. They've only had 6.
Yeah, either way, that's 16 fouls in the first half combined. That's a lot.
Yeah, and they have missed a whole boatload of free throws.
Oh, yeah, I bet this would be a 16-20 game, maybe an even 18-20 game if they had hit all of their free throws so far.
2018. Wilhelm comes down with the free throw, and she's met by 3, and I thought they got her for double dribble there. It scared me to death.
Yeah, that'd be a foul on number 12, Farmer.
Yeah,
that's her first
that
foul.
puts Connersville at the line for a 1-and-1. That's going to put Wilhelm at the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, the Spartans got to, hit their free throws.
Yeah,
here.
I think we're 1 for 2 at the
yeah,
line tonight.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know that if they can hit some free throws here, that the score will expand, of course.
Of course, and Wilhelm hits nothing but net right there. Watkins coming in, and she giving Rubel the breather for the last 58 seconds of this first half. Wilhelm's looking to extend the lead to 14. And she rims it around, and lead stays at 13. Shenandoah throws it away.
Yeah, they launched the ball down the court
they
there.
sure did. You knew they weren't going to bring it down for a last-second shot.
Yeah, they were looking for number 4, McKnight, but ultimately just threw the ball way too hard.
Yes. Jones with the basketball, and she went behind her back, and she didn't realize that there was a Raider right behind her, and almost turned it over.
Jones got very lucky there. She was getting ready to pick up her dribble with 3 defenders around her right in the corner over the half-court line, and that would have not ended well.
Wilhelm goes inside under the basket looking for help, and boy, she found an angle right there. She goes up and draws the foul. Nice play there from J.C. Wilhelm. Boy, that was a nice play.
Yeah, that was. The first time she went up, of course, there wasn't a whole lot she could do with 2 defenders around her, but went back up and got her rebound and just put the ball up again, drew the contact and is at the line now.
Yeah, very nice, and that's a little too hard off the back of the rim.
Yeah, neither team has been shooting free throws very well tonight.
Not at all. And, of course, Connersville up 13. It's not hurting them as much as it has hurt Shenandoah. And shorts it right there, and that's going to be that's Connersville basketball.
Yeah, I don't know how many jump balls that is so far tonight.
A whole lot tonight.
Yeah, that is a lot more than I think I've ever seen in a high school basketball game, of course.
A whole lot tonight as Schwartz getting the inside, and nice move there from Schwartz, but nice defense there from Hughes, and Shenandoah trying to bring it in to get a shot off here, and that's a nice, a little bit too hard there. Hughes goes up, and they're going to call
a foul on Addie Jones.
Yeah, call it Jones on that, or are they going to get Wilhelm? We'll find out here.
Yep, it'll be on number 13, Addie Jones. Yeah, there's Shenandoah, once again. It almost looked like the Spartans had, a Raider trapped down there, and it just was too many people on that side of the court for the Spartans, and ultimately left a man open, and that's how they got the foul, and they just hit a free throw.
Yeah, called bank on that one, did Hughes, and she tries to do it again, and Wilhelm comes up with the basketball. Addie Jones Brings it across Thailand, over to Wilhelm, over to Watkins, and that's a double dribble. Connorsville has the basketball with 6 seconds to go to look to get a few more points on this board before we go into halftime.
Yeah, you got to think the Spartans are going to run a play to get Addie Jones open. She has been almost lights out from beyond the arc tonight.
Connorsville up 21-19. Wilhelm over to Jones. Jones getting close, and she shoots a 3, and it's off the back of the rim, and
so close. You know, that would
so close.
Put it a 24-9 game, but you know, at the end of the half, you look and it's a 21-9 game.
21-9. Connorsville leads over Shenandoah at the end of the first half. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connorsville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer, for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connorsville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you: in Connorsville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
Back here at Shenandoah, Connorsville, very impressive first quarter, 21-9 lead, a 12-point lead over the Lady Raiders of Shenandoah. One thing that impressed me, Camden, with the Lady Spartans is the fact that, you know, aside from the 10 fouls that we committed, is that we, you know, scored 21 points against that very, very pressure-filled defense that Shenandoah threw at us.
Yeah, you know, I talked about it in the pregame because we saw in the JV game at the end they brought out a press. When things got close, they brought out a press, and you know, you just figure that carries over to the varsity level because that's what they do at practice. And you know, that's ultimately what happened. And the Spartans, like you said, did a great job at making sure they got the ball in the middle on a press like that and just got the ball down court. There's always going to be an open man in a press when we have a press like that down court.
Fouls, you know, it didn't hurt us as far as, you know, we committed 10 fouls. It's because they missed a whole lot of free throws.
Yeah, so far we have, 10 fouls. You know, Bennett has 3, Rubel, Jones, Lucas all have 2, and then Wilhelm with 1. That's a lot of key players with quite a few fouls early in this game that, you know, you definitely don't want to see as, you know, as the game progresses, they're going to become more, you know, crucial parts. Yeah,
Bennett seemed like she got her, you know, second and third foul there the start of that second quarter, which was, I think she set out at like 6:50 to go, somewhere around there. She, you know, somewhere in the 6-minute mark, she was taken out for the rest of the half because she committed her third foul right there. And, you know, her defense was very, very good. You know, again, talk about their defense. Our defense was that much better.
Oh, yeah. You know, Shenandoah's defense, you look at it, and they started off in a 2-3 zone, very tight, you know, down low. And then it looks like on one play, man almost came out of nowhere. And then they brought out almost like a not as tight zone, you know. They weren't up on you or down low as much, excuse me. But they were trapping. It was a 2-man trap, and that really didn't seem to affect the Spartans as you just kick around the top, get the ball down low every once in a while, and let Schwartz go to work.
Yeah, you talk about that, letting Schwartz go to work. She went to work. She's leading the scoring for the Spartans. Who else? How much she got, and who else scored for the Spartans?
Yeah, right now Schwartz is sitting at 7. She's leading the way. You have Sarah Rubel with 6, Addie Jones at 6, Haley Simbach at 2, and J.C. Wilhelm at 1. You know, 21 points so far in the first half with that defense. We talked about it during the game. That is very impressive. You know, the Spartans, I don't know if they were necessarily expecting that defense. You know, Coach Harder talked about it in the interview, watching film all week. They knew what was coming, but I mean, that defense surprised me.
Yeah, it definitely did. Looks like Jones has 8 up there. Looks like she had 8 according to theirs. That's all right.
Yeah, not
we'll
a
give her
big
8.
deal.
We'll
give her 8.
We'll give her 8. We're going to give her 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hit a couple big threes.
Yeah,
I know at least 2 of them where, like I talked about, just kicking the ball around and ultimately just finding the open man. And in a game like this, don't be afraid to shoot the long ball because, if it falls, like I say, you get 3 extra points.
Yeah, you were talking about, and this is what was impressive. You were talking about the play of Wilhelm, who shots not really falling for her, but her defense has been incredible. Her way to close the lane quickly has just been, those things don't get in the stat sheet.
Yeah, that's, hustle. We talked about it with Bennett too. The 2 underclassmen have, probably the most amount of hustle out there right now, not disregarding anybody else, or not degrading, but, they're just playing hard, quality basketball. You look at Bennett, and she's got no points, but she's got 3 fouls, but she probably also has 4 jump balls and 2 or 3 steals.
Yeah.
You look at Wilhelm, and I bet she's got 2 or 3 steals right now with 2 or 3 jump balls, and that just gets the momentum going the Spartans' way and gets the ball back in the Spartans' hands.
Connersville have 21-9 here in Shenandoah. Again, Connersville coming to this ball game 1-3. Last night game against Mount Vernon could have been a little bit closer than what the score indicated. Connersville didn't have the shots fall. Their shots are falling a little bit better tonight.
Yeah, we talked about Wilhelm falling into this game as a shooter. She'll get into it eventually. She's we've seen it in years past, or no, I should say last year. If I remember right, it was the very first varsity game she played, and she came out within like a minute being on the court, hit a huge 3, completely changed the momentum of the basketball game, and that is definitely not stopped as we see her progress into her junior and senior and even sophomore year.
Yeah, and you talk about that. We've seen Sarah Rubel on the floor for her 4 years. Abby Swartz, her 4 years. We've seen, the other senior on the floor is Amy Rao. We haven't seen her yet. Not sure. I know one of them's not going to be playing. Maybe it is.
Yeah,
Rao.
I believe Amy Rao is
Rao,
sick tonight,
sick,
so that's
Amy.
why she didn't come with the team.
Yeah, she's not. She's sick. We want her to get better. If she's watching tonight at home, we definitely want her to get better, especially for her senior year. A lot of kids have played tonight. A lot of girls have played tonight. Strong has played. Lucas has played. Of course, Watkins. Frank has. I haven't seen Frank out there yet. Probably see her there later on. But again, the girls that have played have contributed. Again, can't say enough about this defense that I've seen. The little things that we are seeing. Again, the speed to get to close the lane. Watkins has done that very, very good tonight. Again, we talk about Wilhelm. Watkins has done that very good tonight too, as well. Getting in there, closing that lane, getting her, getting in the face of a ball handler disruption. Girls are doing great that tonight.
Yeah, big thing is help side defense. There's been a couple times tonight when one of your guards have got beat, and the big man is just there.
Yeah.
And, there's been a few times where the ball has been kicked to the opposite block and, Shenandoah has missed a layup or something like that. But for the most part, the Spartans have done a really good job on closing the gaps on their defensive side and not letting Shenandoah get away with those easy points.
Yeah, just got to find a way to cut out those fouls. Again, 10 fouls is what hurt us last time. We're going to step out 1 minute, and we'll come back and start this second half. We're going to take a 1 minute break.
Service the old-fashioned way. The dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff's Auto Care and Tire Center in Connersville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to correct the problem using the best replacement products that will have your vehicle running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting to serve you at 600 Western Avenue in Connersville, phone 825-2588, and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto Care and Tire Center. Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Stay local and call Trish Smith at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. She will walk you through the process to make an easy transition and lead you to your dream home. Please contact Trish at 265-2663 to begin your journey today.
Back here at Shenandoah, Connersville Spartans, as we're wrapping up this halftime show, as the clock is winding down. Lady Spartans out shooting shots. Shenandoah has not come out. I mean, they're on the floor right there, but they haven't taken any shots to warm up.
Yeah, if I had to guess, that was a pretty lengthy talk in the locker room about hitting free throws. And,
yeah,
you know, the Spartans have given them plenty of second and third chance opportunities tonight, and that's something that Shenandoah, we talked about a lot so far this game. They have to capitalize on that if they want to stay close in this ball game.
Well, you know, you talk about the swarmy defense. Connersville has had a swarmy defense against them and has, you know, forced them. And, you know, the hole that Shenandoah is in, it seems like, yeah, they've had third and fourth opportunities, but the patience isn't a virtue for them. It seems like when they get the ball, they're not running any plays. They're just going right to the basket, it seems like.
Yeah, and I think that's something I don't expect to change at all. You know, coming in this second half, I expect to see the same intensity keep up for both teams.
Shenandoah with the basketball. They get nice steal there from the freshman Addie Jones, and she slows it down, brings it over to Sarah Rubel. And boy, I tell you what, Schwartz was wide open.
Yeah, they tried to get Rubel, tried to get the ball down to Schwartz, and it ultimately got tipped, but that gives the Spartans back the ball here.
And I wasn't sure if Rubel saw her right away, as Rubel has the basketball over the left side. She brings it over down to Wilhelm. Wilhelm gets inside to Schwartz, who kisses it off the glass, and it just goes in, and she has the opportunity for an and one right here.
Yeah, that was huge. They've been looking to get the ball to Schwartz a lot so far to start this second half, and they haven't been so successful at it. You know, there's been a couple of tip balls, but I mean, there it was worked perfectly.
It sure did. Abby has an opportunity to put the Connersville Spartans up by 15, and she does. Gets the roll.
Yeah, I think that's a big difference maker so far in this game is free throws. You know, Connersville, I think, has hit 3 or 4 out of 8 so far tonight.
Yeah, they haven't been great at the free throw line either, but not as
bad as Shenandoah has been.
Another steal there from the Connersville Spartans, and that's a held ball from Shenandoah, and it's going to be Spartan basketball. You know, sometimes that held ball can hurt you if you don't have the arrow, and Shenandoah did not have the arrow right there, as Connersville is up 15. Rubel brings the basketball up, goes to her left side.
There's that trap that, you know, when somebody gets on the wing, you know, you have 2 people on her immediately.
Yeah, Wilhelm brought it inside, had to go back out. Simbach gets inside, and that's a nice dish inside to Simbach, and Simbach kisses it off the glass. 2 perfect inside shots there for the Spartans to start this second half, Camden.
Yeah, that's something that I don't expect to change at all. You know, Shenandoah hasn't showed any signs of changing up their defense. As, you know, this is something they've clearly been running all year, and it's, you know, it's paid off, because, you know, both of their games have been very close this year. So, you know, I don't expect anything to change, but the Spartans have now figured out a way to beat this defense.
Yeah, and Connersville has another opportunity to take advantage of what's been given to them. And Shenandoah's coach said, not enough. We're going to take a timeout, and so are we. We're going to take a 30-second timeout.
Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111.
Back here at Shenandoah.
Yeah, you know, this second half has started off very, very well for the Spartans. I believe that is 2 so far inside points, you know, getting the ball over top down to the big man, and, you know, it's an easy layup from there. There's that Shenandoah press that we talked about. The Spartans have been very successful at beating tonight.
Yeah, did right there as Sarah Ruber brought it up. Goes to her left side over to Addie Jones, over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm over to Rubel and back over to Wilhelm. Swartz trying to get inside, comes back out, and it's thrown away as Hughes has the basketball. And Hughes gets it off the glass, and that is Wilhelm with the rebound. Connersville Spartans on the attack again, up 17.
There's Swartz in the middle.
And Jones right there. She off the glass. Boy, that was a perfect play there for the Spartans. And the Spartans, it's an 6-0 run here to start this.
Yeah, between
First
Jones
half.
and Swartz, they both have 10 points tonight. And I mean, that is very impressive. That just shows, that this offense is really clicking.
3-point shot there from Shenandoah. That's number 30. She sinks a 3-point shot for Shenandoah. That's
Gabby Patrick on the shot.
Rubel, that's Jones that brings it up. No, that was Wilhelm that brought it up. Send back with the basketball. She's going to her left side a little bit too hard. Wilhelm with the basketball. She gets her own rebound again, and she finally gets the foul.
Yeah, Wilhelm, we talked about her being a shooter, and I think if she could make a couple free throws here, I think that'll really turn around tonight.
I'll give her some confidence right there. I mean, she's had plenty of opportunity right there. I mean, able to get the foul to give herself 2 shots right here. And her first one is a little too hard. She does have 3 points tonight.
Yeah, I believe that was a 3, or no, I think she had a free throw and a 2-point basket.
And here comes her second free throw, and that is good. Connersville up now 29-12, up 17.
Yeah, you see Lucas come back in the game, and she has 2 fouls. So you got to be careful here. So far, the Raiders actually have 2 fouls to start this second half, and I mean we're only 3 minutes in, excuse me.
Lucas back in for the Spartans. And Connersville back on the attack. Nice play to Wilhelm. Beautiful. Was that? No, it was Simbach. Or no, wait a minute.
That
Swartz.
was Swartz,
I can't tell these numbers from up here. I got to get my glasses prescribed better.
Yeah, that was, a beautiful play, beating that press. Something the Spartans have been very successful at tonight, and that's definitely not changed.
Yeah, they have been, and that is nice defense there and that's Connersville basketball forcing her to step outside. Simbach. Nice defense. I believe Swartz was on that too. Simbach with the basketball.
Oh,
and she
fumbled it there a little bit.
And she gets it back. Nice hustle there from Haley Simbach.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Not so much on the fumble and the ball part, but definitely, hustling back and getting the steal.
She didn't let it affect her.
No.
Simbach from 12 feet. Overshoots it there, and number 22 comes down with it. It's Motorspall. And nice still there from Addie Jones. She's going to go all the way. She's looking for the foul. No, she's not, and she got it. Nice play there from Shenandoah's coach comes out, and she's like, I need another timeout. Not sure if she's going to take a full or not, but we're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take a minute timeout right here. We'll be back in 1 minute.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you. 765-825-6251. It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at Shenandoah, impressive third quarter here for the Lady Spartans, Camden.
Yeah, we're about halfway through this third quarter here, and so far what have I seen is explosiveness from this Connersville Spartans offense. Yeah. Being smart, getting the ball down low on a defense like that, getting the ball over the top to the big man, that was huge. And as you can tell, it's provided quite a few points so far for the Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, and you talk. I think the key word, as you mentioned, explosiveness. Nice steal from Addie Jones. As she tossed it away as number 30 shoots a three, and it goes off the back of the rim, and Lucas comes down with the rebound for the Spartans. But again, explosiveness is the key word, and that's going to be a foul, number 11.
Yeah, that'll be the Raiders' third foul so far in this second half. The fouls have definitely slowed down a lot here. I think both coaches at the half said, we can't keep allowing, these fouls on our own because that's ultimately going to hurt us later on in the game if the other team hits their free throws.
Yeah, Connersville has no fouls so far, whereas last half we had 10. And that's a nice steal there nice interception there from Addie Jones, and she brings it up over to Sembach over to Rubel. Rubel stops and pops from about 12, and high to get the rebound as Jones, but it's going to go off her, and Shenandoah, she's one of the smallest girls on the floor, and she went high to get that rebound, and it came off her.
Yeah, that's a questionable call, but like you said earlier in the game, we're not the guys in stripes.
Yeah, I wondered that too, but boy, she did get high off the ground for that one. I was impressed with her springs and her legs on that. Connersville up 21. Nice block, yeah. Sembach got a piece of that. As Jones is bringing it up for the Spartans, she goes to her left side a little bit, and she's getting in the defense, and she's going over to Sembach, and they're going to are they calling Lucas on that? They're looking at Lucas.
I think they're looking at Addie Jones.
Are they got on Jones? I couldn't tell.
They
called Sembach?
Sembach, yeah.
Well, he looked at Lucas there for a little
bit,
so I didn't know. And then you said Jones, and here comes Bennett. She's in, taking Jones' spot. Bennett with 3 fouls, taking her first action since early in the second quarter when she committed her third.
Yeah, she's got to be careful here, but, I mean, like we said, she's such a key part to this offense and defense both.
Now look at her. I mean, she's got the energy of, she gives the Energizer Bunny energy. That's what she does. Boy, that's some aggressiveness right there as Schwartz comes down with that interception, and Rubel came off her leg. Yeah, I was going to say that's a walk right there.
Yeah, I think Rubel just got a little tripped up almost, and she couldn't quite make the pass. That was probably best because that was ultimately probably going to end up a steal and a fast break for Shenandoah.
Coach Harder was in the elbow, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was a moving screen there for Shenandoah, and that's something that, that brings their 4th foul so far in this half.
They got 4 fouls. Connersville only has 1 as Schwartz goes in the lane. She dishes it off to Sembach, who missed it to the left. Lucas with the rebound, and it's going to go off a Shenandoah player. Lucas, nice hustle there from her.
Yeah, a good look there by Sembach. A good 15-foot pull-up. Definitely not a bad look.
Not at all. Just a little bit off for her as McKenna Lucas with the basketball over to Bennett. Bennett over to Rubel, who shoots a 3. And Rubel gets her own rebound. And she goes up, and it's off the glass a little too hard as Patrick comes down with the rebound there for Shenandoah. Shenandoah looking to get something going, and they got 14 inside right there. Or number 44, I should say. That's Hughes. Hughes has her 5th point tonight. Bennett bringing it, and she's fouled.
Yep. That'll be the 5th foul and 3rd foul on or 3rd foul. Yes,
yeah.
On number 11, Aaliyah Sherritts.
Yeah, I tell you what, Bennett, she's so fast, she's going to get those calls a lot.
Yep.
Rubel looking to bring it in for the Spartans. Sees Schwartz, and Schwartz says, I'm taking a 3. And it goes in for Schwartz. Wow, I thought that was going to be. It hit all parts of the rim right there. Yes, it did. That's 15 there for Schwartz.
A huge night for Schwartz.
Yeah, boy, again, that hit all parts of the room right there. The faithful went crazy on that as Bennett comes in. Connorsville up 22. Now, Bennett said, I'm going to take a 3, but she took a few steps before that. Got called for it.
Yeah, we're up. Connorsville's up 22 here late in the third quarter. You definitely want to chew a little bit of clock here and definitely get a rotation going, get an offense going so that when games are a little bit closer, you have that comfortable feeling on offense.
Well, you got to be feeling good about this performance on all sides of the ball so far here in this third quarter for the Spartans. Up to the third quarter, and Schwartz all over Hughes. Hughes finally finds a lane, and they're going to be calling send back on that. No, they're calling Lucas.
Yeah, that's Luke's third foul so far tonight.
Yeah,
interesting call there.
Yeah, it sure was, because I thought wrong apparently, and that's Hughes' 6 point, and she's got quite a few from the line tonight, although she's missed a few. Again, that's been the difference right there, that ball game. I mean, not a 21-point difference, but it could have been very closer in a different dynamic of the ball game. As boy, Bennett goes high for that rebound. My goodness, boy, she's got so much energy, just Bennett. That's unbelievable. And she's like, I'm taking a 3, and I thought that was going in from here.
Yeah, that looked good from our angle.
Sure did. Yes,
but,
it did.
Just fell a little bit short. She's definitely not afraid to shoot the basketball, which
I don't think she's afraid of anything.
No, it's very promising, looking into the next 4 years.
Yes, it is. That's banked right there at the buzzer. Number 4, Aurora McKnight hits a 3 and puts 18 up on the board for Shenandoah. Connorsville doubles their lead, 36-18. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Health Sports Medicine provides an athletic trainer to the Connorsville Spartans through the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers normally are present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete suffers a sports injury, Reed Health's Athletic Training Clinic can provide injury treatment sessions using multiple modalities, rehab protocols, and treatment techniques to ensure your athlete doesn't miss a day without progressing forward. Learn more at reedhealth.com. You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connorsville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connorsville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
Ball game may be one of the most impressive ball games we've seen in a while from these Lady Spartans. Just good all around.
Oh, yeah. This is by far the best game they've played all year. They had a win against Cardinal Ritter, but there were little mistakes that could have been fixed, and I think there's still little mistakes that can be fixed, but they have definitely been picked up in this game. There's no such thing as a perfect game.
No, not at all. Only that's coming in bowling, and that's with a lot of luck as well. I know about that one as Bennett tries to force the turnover right there as Jones is in. Sembach is in. So is Wilhelm, and Schwartz to round out the lineup as Hughes gets inside, and she gets met with a lot of traffic from the Spartans. Schwartz denies her, and it looks like they're going to call Schwartz on that and puts number 21 is going to the line for 2.
No, they're calling that on the floor.
Oh, they are? Wow, I thought maybe she was going for the shot right there.
Yeah, interesting call there.
Yeah, another one.
Schwartz's second foul so far tonight.
Yeah, and that's
over and back.
Yep, Hughes did not hold on to that. Connorsville has the opportunity to extend this 18-point lead. Their biggest was 21 before that banked 3 to end the third quarter by number 21. And stopping at the free throw line to shoot is.
That was a great look by Addie Jones.
I mean, you got to take that shot just a little off to the side there. I mean, that's smarts right there from Jones. Stopping and popping right there. You got to do that. And Shenandoah is, and that is going to be, they're probably going to call.
They're going to call that a block.
Yeah, Schwartz on that.
That's her third foul so far tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like she was pretty set, but.
Oh, never mind. They're calling that on Wilhelm.
They're calling that on Wilhelm.
Yes, that is Wilhelm's second foul tonight.
Well, maybe she hit her hand in there before, but some interesting calls tonight.
Yeah, we have a weird angle up here. We're not quite centered, but like you said, definitely some interesting calls tonight. But we've said it before and we'll say it again. We're not the guys in stripes.
We're not the guys in stripes. But I could have swore that, but yeah, maybe. That was a nice shot there. And the second goes down for number 22 for Shenandoah. That's Kayla Mutterspaw. And Tyler's on the attack again, and that's Wilhelm. She shoots it a little too hard, and Mutterspaw comes up with the rebound. Again, this ball game is not over. We saw with the JV game. Tyler's had a big lead, but still held on by. And that is going to be
a foul on Wilhelm.
Yeah, on Wilhelm.
Yeah, that'll be her third foul so far tonight. That's an interesting call, going for the ball. Just made contact, a little bit too much contact with her, knocking her down. And, you can call that a personal foul. Not what you wanted to see, as that puts it even at 5 fouls for both teams in the second quarter, or second half, excuse me. But sometimes it's
that's a walk.
Yeah, it's a walk. So, they just gave it back to us, basically.
Yeah, Connorsville looking to extend their 17-point lead. And the biggest was 21. Connorsville has not scored so far here in this fourth quarter until now. Sembach kisses it off the glass, and Harder is going to take a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Looking for a loan, a line of credit, or just a safe place for your money? Look no further. Union Savings and Loan has you covered with great loan and deposit rates, local loan approvals when you need financing, and the friendliest service in town. Even when you're on the go, you can transfer money or make payments with ease with USLA's mobile banking app. For 130 years, we have taken pride in being your hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan. People you know, neighbors you trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whitewater Eye Center Connorsville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Your vision is our focus. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center Connorsville is located at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
Back here at Shenandoah. Shenandoah's faithful.
Yeah, they're starting to get into it.
Yeah, they're starting to get into it.
Shenandoah's got the ball here after the timeout by the Spartans.
Yeah, they're starting to get into it, trying to pump some life into the Lady Raiders, and why not?
Yeah, you said it earlier. This game's not over until it's over. We've seen the JV game, and it turned pretty quick.
It sure did. It sure did. But again, the impressive thing we saw from the JV squad was the fact that they withheld that pressure, and they withheld it very, very well.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job in that JV game.
And one thing about the defense right here for the Spartans is that they're forcing the Lady Raiders to eat some clock a little bit more than they probably want to.
Yeah, if you're the Lady Raiders right now, you want to get score as quick as possible.
Bennett said, no way, I'm going to go all the way, and she got it off the glass right there. Bennett has her second, and it's still there from Rubel. She's going to go all the way, and she gets it off the glass. Rubel has her 5th point of the night tonight.
2 very quick steals by the Spartans. It almost looks like the Raiders were getting a little sloppy on offense. And
yeah, very much
careless with the basketball.
Connorsville biggest lead of the night tonight now is up to 23, 42-19. Very impressive. And that's a nice 3 there from Shenandoah's number 4. Yeah, that's
her second. That's McKnight's second 3 of the night.
Hit that right at, no, it was number 21, I think, hit it to start of the end of the second or third quarter. And boy, that was nice there from Simbach.
Very, very
reverse. That's Dr. J-ish.
That was awesome.
Before your time. Michael Jordan still that's before your time. There we go. Hughes going up there.
Yeah, if they call that on Schwartz, that'll be her 4th of the night.
Yeah.
Or 3rd, excuse me. That's Schwartz's 3rd so far tonight.
Yeah, it is Schwartz's 3rd. And
speaking of Schwartz,
no, they got her as 4. No, it's 3rd. Okay,
that's
the total is 4. Okay.
She has 15 points so far tonight. That's very impressive.
Yeah, she's been again incredible tonight. Which, you can go down the roster and that's way off as Bennett comes up with the rebound. And Rubel hits a 3. Connersville up 25 now. Boy, I tell you what, Sarah Rubel is having a good game tonight. She's got 8.
Yeah, after them two.
Oh, they're going to call Bennett on that. That's Bennett's 4th.
Ooh, that's a tough call.
Yeah, that's a very tough call.
I think that's number 5, Chandler for Shenandoah. Almost tripped over her own feet.
Yeah, that's why I thought she was. Of course, we're at that angle and may have had a players in front of us, but the guy Stripes was right there, and he saw Bennett with the foul, and that's her 4th, and she's not going to come out of 25.
That puts the Raiders in bonus here.
Yeah, and see the Raiders, they had 5 fouls, and we had like 1, and now we've got, taking the lead on that. Don't want that lead as Rubel brings the basketball up. Over to Jones, over to Bennett, over to Lucas. Lucas shoots a 3, and it's a little too far. Shenandoah comes down with the rebound. The outside shots for Connersville, we were talking about that early on. Those were the shots that Connersville were taking in the beginning, and now it's, inside. We were going inside, now our outside shots aren't falling, and another still there from Jones. She's had a lot tonight. She's going to go all the way, and she's got another 2 points.
Yeah, you talk about, the outside shots falling. That's really what got this game started for the Spartans, and like you said, it's went away here towards the end of the game and towards the mid half of the game, but either way, that hasn't stopped the Spartans offense.
Yeah, Jones has 14, and that's going to be a held ball without question, and that's Connersville basketball right there.
Yeah, the intensity of both defenses and the intensity on rebounding. You talk about Addie Jones and how, she's just a freshman, but she does not seem timid at all that she's playing varsity as a freshman.
Oh, she's playing like she should have been there last year.
Oh, yeah.
And so's Bennett.
Uh-huh.
Bennett's playing like she should be in college. And, boy, what is that? That was incredible.
Yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful play there by Bennett.
That was sick.
You were just talking about it. They look like they could have been playing the last 2 years even.
Yeah, these they have the confidence. Boy, I tell you what, Coach Harder's feeling good about these girls being freshmen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's, as Fran would say, that's good news. Connersville up 29, looking to extend the lead. There's Lucas with the basketball, and it goes out of her hands right there. Boy, she was excited to see that. Connersville, again, unbelievable. The way that they have played very well tonight. Coach Stewart in the interview was talking about, she's seen improvement every game. Even the game against Mount Vernon last night, they were in it, just things not falling. Again, the lid opens up, the dynamic of the game changes as Watkins is back in for the Spartans.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the pieces came together tonight. We talked about it, I think it was right at the halftime, about how this is the best this is the best game for the Spartans all year, and that is 100% without a fact.
Strong back in, and Bennett with the basketball. Jones says, I'm taking a 3, and it's off. Yeah, we Faithful over there would have went crazy.
Yeah, that would have been, I think, her 18th point tonight.
Yeah, she's got a lot. That was a kind of a mini baby hook there from number 3. She's going to the line. That's Lylana Lynch, and I think that was on Jones right there. It's her 3rd.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are trying just about anything right now to get to the free throw line. We talked about it. I feel like we talked about it a lot tonight, but free throws have ultimately hurt the Raiders. And, I mean, that's not even up for discussion.
Oh, it's not. I mean, you talk about, and we've talked about it before, that, had they made the free throws earlier, the dynamic of the game changed. But, now the way that Connersville has played, you wonder how much it would have changed, because, Connersville has found that they found 3 or 4 more gears that Shenandoah just doesn't have.
Yeah.
As that's Strong with the basketball, over to Wilhelm, over to Watkins, over to Bennett. Bennett over to Strong now. Strong over to Wilhelm. Watkins with the basketball. She says, I'm going to go up, and she gets her rebound, and she gets it. And she's got 2 points tonight.
Yeah, like we talked about it earlier, everyone is contributing. You look down the roster, and there isn't nobody so far tonight that has not contributed to this game in some sort of way.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got to get Strong and on the board. I don't know if Lucas has, but we got to get Strong and Lucas got to get them on the board here in this last minute 10. Shenandoah is number 30. She hits a 3 with Strong in her face.
Yeah,
nice shot.
The Raiders have really been shooting the ball well,
here
towards the end of this game.
Connersville up 27. Coming up on under 50 seconds to go. Watkins with the basketball. And thrown inside, intercepted by 22. It's off her, I thought it went off her leg, and number 12 has the basketball. She had a wide open lane and missed it, and Lucas with the basketball over to Bennett. I think Bennett's going all the way, and she is. You knew she wasn't going to stop.
Ooh. Yeah.
Under 20 seconds to go. And that's a nice shot there from number 3. That was Lynch with the basketball as Watkins is shooting over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm says, I'm going to go ahead and shoot this last shot, and
that'll do it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. That's the ball game, and Connersville, a very impressive 25-point victory against Shenandoah Raiders, 53-28. Camden, your thoughts on this ball game?
Yeah, I think that Connersville finally put all the pieces together. They of course they beat Cardinal Ritter, but like I talked about, there was a lot of mental and just overall mistakes in that game. And, Cardinal Ritter, they were not the best team that the Connersville Spartans are going to see all year, and it showed. So I think this game was just overall great for the Spartans.
I think so, too. It was one of those games where they progressively got better. Coach said during the interview it's about playing 4 quarters. These girls played 4 quarters, and not only did they play all 4 quarters, they got better all 4 quarters. That is something that as a coach you definitely want them to do, is to play all 4 quarters.
Yeah, and I think that comes down to they adjusted the different ways the defense was thrown at them tonight. There were times there'd be a press, there was times there'd be a man, and there was times there'd be a zone. And each time the Spartans were able to adjust to that defense, and ultimately, it showed on the scoreboard.
Give us scoring.
So for tonight, we only have Connersville, but leading the way, it appears it was Abby Schwartz with 15, Addie Jones with 14, Haley Simbach with 11, Sarah Rubel with 8, Bennett and Wilhelm with 4, and Taylor Watkins with 2.
Nice all-around balanced scoring there from Connersville. Again, Connersville victorious tonight over Shenandoah, 53-28 for my broadcast partner here, Camden Schonfeld, for our statistician, Trot Davidson, for Justin Roberts, who made us all look good, and for John Palsy back at studio for putting us all together. You guys have a fantastic night. Good night, everybody. From Shenandoah, Connersville victorious, 53-28.